Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday, and welcome back to another edition of Reading with Ernesto. My name is Ernesto Olivo, and I'm the social media and art and activities coordinator here at the Children's Shelter. And as always, it's always a pleasure to be here and being able to read a book or do a creative project. And I'm going to stick to the reading a book today because it's that kind of weather where I just kind of want to read a book. And for those of you who are out there at home, we just need to want to stay cozy. It's we got some really chilly and cool weather coming up this next few days. So hope everyone stays warm and hope everyone stays safe as always. Remember to abide by Metro Health and CDC guidelines with the COVID-19 environment that we're still in. Wear your mask 6 feet apart and keep those hands sanitized and everything around you clean. And so, yeah, we're back today. Hashtag LambFam, hashtag Reading with Ernesto, and hashtag 120TCS. And hashtag 120TCS is, and as you can see, let me see if I can point to this icon over here, that one there. This year we celebrate our 120 years of providing our services in the community here in San Antonio and in Bexar County. It's a pleasure knowing that we've always had the support from the community, from all of you out there who always are supporting us, and your continuous support and the work that we're doing, whether it's through our family of services or our actual cottage for our children. And we do as much as we can to provide to our community, knowing in these times, especially through COVID, it's been a very challenging last year. And as we're getting through this year, hoping that with lots of positivity and lots of blessings that we continue moving forward in a positive way. And I am back today. I did get someone who asked if I could read more of a classic book. And so I know I had one in my collection of books, and it's Where the Wild Things Are, by Maurice Sendak. And it's a really great book. We all know this book if we've read it, or maybe not. Some people may not be familiar with it, but Where the Wild Things Are, it's a really great book. It's a part of having just a really good imagination when you're a child, but not just when you're a child. Even us grown-ups have to continue using our imagination and to create great thoughts and ideas and positivity on the way things can be, and just keeping that child at heart. So today's bookings are, without further ado, I will go ahead and start that. And here we go. Where the Wild Things Are. Story and Pictures by Maurice Sendak. And the illustration in this book is just wonderful. As an artist, I love all these line drawings, all the intricate line drawings, and then the color scheme. So we're going to... The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind, and another, his mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. So Max said, "Be still and tame them with magic trick." Off staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. And made him king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please, don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their horrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. It's a really great book. There's not a lot of words to this book, but it's really about taking the time to really look at the illustration. The artwork plays a very big role in that. And as we got through that part where he was spending a lot of time with the other wild things, and as I mentioned, the artwork in this is just really, really, really great. Part of the thing that I really enjoyed about this book, again, is not just the imaginations, but sometimes not all of us have the privilege, I guess, to be around a lot of other kids sometimes, and so sometimes using our imagination, playing around on your own and pretending that there's others around you to create just a positive environment, a really great, wonderful play experience is just as good, right? And so I think that this book, when I was younger, really, really helped me out and just kind of giving me that I guess what would you call it? The opportunity to create things for myself. Sometimes we don't have a lot of things growing up. A lot of us aren't as fortunate, and sometimes we have to just make what we've got. This is, I think, what I've got from this book when I was a kid. And it really made me appreciate to use my imagination and to create my own ideas and thoughts and put things into place for myself. So Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. If you haven't read this, or if you have, it's a good time to revisit it. And again, I will be back again next week. Thank you so much for all of you out there who really do tune in. And just the support that I've gotten. I get some really good positive feedback, but I would love even more positive feedback or just any feedback, really. I'm just kidding. I'd love to know what you think. I'd love some comments. If you can DM me or just leave the comments on this feed, on this video, and just, is there a certain type of book you'd like to read? Do you recommend a book? What's even just letting me know what books you're reading out there, and why you read those specific books. And I think it's really, really important that we keep these children books instilled in the culture of our children now. And as always, again, hashtag LambFam, hashtag Reading with Ernesto, and hashtag 120TCS. Again, this year we do celebrate our 120 years of service in the community. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Stay warm. We're expecting some really, really cool weather, cold weather, should I say. And again, I look forward to seeing you guys again. I will be back on Wednesday as we do our Lunch with Leisha. Have Leisha on Wednesdays as we continue the conversation about foster care and here in the work that we do at the Children's Shelter. And until next time, I appreciate you guys. Have a beautiful Friday. Lots of love and positivity to everyone, and have a blessed weekend.